Hello, lovely. Welcome to a channeled message from your divine masculine. I'm going to bless and shuffle and we'll get started. Ooh, Three of Swords and the Magician. Very strong. I mean, just I can hear it in my head. I manifested this separation. I caused this. Okay. Let's get started, guys, right? I created the difficulty. And some of us who have particularly ornery or difficult DMs, we know exactly what that is about. And now Four of Pentacles attached. And I think this says, look, the wildest part about this for me as a divine masculine is realizing that if I started this and this is what I created and I'm so desperate to get away and get away from this energy and get away from this connection, then why can't I? It's in my power to hurt you and to drive you crazy, but I can't just walk away. Oh man. Okay, DM. Wow. Deception. But what happened here, Divine Masculine? Is this them deceiving themselves? Were there others in their life adding to it? What am I not understanding? When we're apart, one of us is in the wrong place. So the fact that we're not together right now was created, this separation was created because of this deception. But it was me and my power that facilitated, that orchestrated the separation behaviors, energies, all that. Okay. So awareness of the fact that this situation is bigger than just them or just you or love and relationship. It's cosmic, galactic, supernatural, universal, powerful, guys. So, all right, I'm going to get some cards laid out here and let's find out what it is that this divine masculine wants to say now that they've had these realizations. Let's start. Okay. Weird, right? It's almost like this. There's a pattern to me for some reason. Like that. Okay. Okay. So sorry, I'm just getting kind of a weird message. Just a moment. Okay. 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 Let's get going. We should be together. We should be together. I can't deal with this anymore. I told myself that I didn't need it. I didn't need your energy. I didn't need your love. I didn't need you. I just pretended like everything was fine. And when the same questions kept coming up within, and even from people around me, I just acted like they were crazy. I just told myself it was just a trick of my mind. I could not understand what was happening to me, but I wanted to control it. And now I get it. I get it. I understand why I'm so off these days. Everything just feels wrong. We're supposed to be together. And that's the hard truth. That's the one thing I don't think I was even confident enough to admit about us and what we were always meant to be. Not just that we are supposed to be together, but that something really powerful happens when we are, and that there's more to us than just what we can be. I thought that it was the physical. I thought it was your mind. Like you had tricked me or trapped me or put a spell on me. I thought it was just how life was going. I found an excuse for everything. And I found an explanation for everything else. I thought that this was just lust, because that is a feeling I'm used to experiencing. One of the few I let myself indulge in. But I've never had a problem putting that aside. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. If there has ever been a point where I didn't want to be a part of that kind of energy with someone, that kind of situation, then I walked away. It was that simple. It was done for. But I dream about you. I fantasize, and it's like in a movie, and it pans up, and then boom, it's your face. It's you. Yeah. My passion for you is intoxicating. And I haven't been myself for a long time because of it. As I sit with these feelings, I question it. Obviously, I mean, I'm trying to do other things. I'm trying to focus my energy elsewhere. But it always comes back to you. I try to tell myself that it doesn't matter, but I know it does. And so I try to make sense of all this, because this is one problem that I was finally willing to work through. It was just that I was purposely choosing to see things from another side, my side, this whole time. And this was like the first time I was willing to just be real with myself. And I started to think about our relationship and the deception, how I got here, the people in my life that I listened to, and even me, myself. I could not see that I was taking advantage of you and your kindness and your love and your light. I used you. But a part of me knows that I was, because that's who I was. But the other part of me never, ever wanted to connect the dots and to be logical and acknowledge that if I put you in that position, if I made things difficult for you, if I went out of my way to be right when I knew I was wrong and gaslight you the way that I did, obviously there are going to be consequences and repercussions for that on the other side. How could I not understand that until now? Chills. Because I didn't understand unconditional love. And I didn't feel the unconditional love I feel for you right now. It was very conditional. And one of those conditions was you had to be beyond perfect. You had to do things in a way that I told myself in my head was totally doable. But as I think back, no human being could ever fulfill half of the needs and the requirements and I was so inconsiderate. I didn't consider how much time and energy and resources you had to put into maintaining a relationship with me that I went out of my way to be difficult in. I could not understand how much of you lost. And yet, in that time of my life, being so set in my ways, deep down, I knew that the efforts I made in relationships, it was all transactional and it was all about destruction, conquering, power. I knew. I could see it. I could feel it. I knew what I was doing in the moments. And at the same time, a part of me knows that as I played those games, that I wasn't that person. Not deep down. But I had gotten so good at pretending that I could compartmentalize this information and that behavior and this and that, and I could see life any way I wanted to. But as I explore this feeling of unconditional love, where I realize that I can't lie, I can't ignore it, I can't unsee it, I cannot pretend that you are not a person underneath this picture that I've painted. I just finally realized we have to be together. And I have to be the one to make that happen because I'm the reason that we're not. I have to make an effort. I have to show you who I am. I have to do the one thing that I'm so afraid to do. I have to be real. Let it all out. Let my guard down. I have to be the me that you knew was in there, that you spoke to, that you loved, that I pretended didn't exist. I have to do the one thing that honestly I never did it to hurt you. I did it to protect me, and I did it long before I did it with you. I had done it my whole life. You were the only person who saw through it, though. And now I have to be the real me. And I have to show a side of me that I haven't even seen in years. And I have to tell you the truth. That scares me. And where I'm conflicted now is, how could I possibly deny you that feeling, that retribution? How could I not validate you and everything we've gone through? How could it not be done already? Why am I still so afraid? Where have I gone wrong? What am I still lacking that I can't just speak up and be honest and real. And does this mean that I still don't deserve you? I thought I won back then. Just because I refused to give you what you wanted, I won. That's what I told myself. But I lost. And I lost in a way I can't recover from, because I can't go back in time and fix that. And it will always be in my memories of what I did to you. And if I'm lucky enough to be with you, this memory will destroy me for the rest of my life. Because there's no coming back from this level of unkindness and thoughtlessness and carelessness and pushing someone aside. I don't deserve you. I never have. Because on one side, I knew the truth. I just chose not to acknowledge it and not to think about it. And on the other, I felt the pain and the heaviness. And I sat in that just to avoid having to tell the truth. My truth. Our truth. What kind of coward am I that I would give up on a chance to be with someone that takes me to another level in every possible, conceivable way? How could someone like me ever deserve someone like you, knowing what I did and that you would never do that to me or anyone else? And that I'm still of the mind in certain times and seasons in this part of my life that I can still compartmentalize, I can still pretend. I'm so sorry that I never knew what I was doing to you. Not because I feel bad, but because I should have known better. That it wouldn't have taken more than a couple of minutes of my time to think it through and see it clearly. I'm so sorry. I don't know why you would even want to be with someone like me that took so much from you. But I see now what I did so clearly. It hurts. And if it hurts me to think about it, I can only imagine. I can only imagine what it's done to you. I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I just need you to know the truth. The truth that I denied, it was the truth, okay? And I shouldn't have done that to you. I shouldn't have done that to us. I have no idea how to fix this. I just know I have to start with truth, and that's all I can give you moving forward. Oh my gosh. expecting it to be that intense, guys. Sorry. That was like, sheesh. Oh my gosh. I mean, swords, 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 swords. Wasn't this swords? Swords, 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 swords. 5 of Wands and the moon. I mean, this is a lot, guys. I'm gonna get going. I got chills all over my body. I mean, like, I can't, I'm like freaked out. I don't even know why. I think I'm gonna feel a little emotional too. So I'm gonna go. I love you.